YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Southern Cal, back with another moto vlog for you. Well, today is October 14th, Saturday morning. It's 4:30 in the morning. I'm going to go meet my buddy Robert and fellow FJR rider Dave, and we are headed out on a 24-hour, 1,000-mile iron butt Saddlesore 1000 ride today. So I'm actually headed up to the rally point right now. Gas up and head on out. Well, YouTube, we just hit 1604. We're going to be exiting Interstate Highway 10, headed toward Junction, Texas. Well, we've been riding for about an hour. I figure we're about 70 miles out, 70, 75 miles out. Got a good pace going, doing 80 right now. Down I-10, it's 80 miles an hour out here. And we are just outside of, let's see here, this is Rock Springs, Mountain Home Rock Springs, exit, doing 80. Looks like we're getting close to Junction, Texas. I don't know if we'll be exiting or not. I've got about 110 miles down, half a tank left. So I imagine we'll be stopping sometime soon, within the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes, if not sooner, to fuel up and get our time-stamped receipt as proof that we made the ride. We are rolling. Looks like we'll be exiting to North 83. I believe we're heading up to Maynard, Texas. See if we're gonna fuel up here. I believe so. Looks like a nice truck stop. It'll feel good to rest the buns. Yeah, so I'm rocking with the cushion. This is called a Travel Mate. Usually use it for my kids in the car, but you know, yeah, this Travel Mate is coming in handy so far. It's helping me out a little bit. We'll see if it'll get me through this 18 to 20 hour day. We shall see. We should be approaching Sweetwater, Texas pretty soon. Once we get to Sweetwater, we'll be stopping the gas up again. We'll be close to 300 miles in about 4.5 hours. So we're doing pretty good on our pace. once we continue on, we're going to be headed up to Lubbock, and then we'll loop around Lubbock and head southwest toward, I guess, the Alpine or Fort Davis area, somewhere around there. Woo. Big gust of wind. Anyhow, catch up with you guys later. Looks like we're pulling in to Sweetwater. Been having a pretty good ride so far. My buns feel okay. Alright, we're gonna pull into here. I'm rocking and rolling, man. I'm enjoying my ride out on the Goldwing. Things eating up miles, man. Eating up miles. Not a problem. All right. Just a quick 10-minute pit stop. Looks like from here we've got about 135 miles to Lubbock. Shadow got those new add more lights on there, looking good, man. They flashing real nice, man. Looking real good there. Off to Lubbock we go. Yeah, I-20 West. Yeah, I think this road loops around. Yeah, it's the East 289, Loop 289. So we've got to make a stop somewhere along this loop in order for us to be honored with our credit for coming through Lubbock and not taking a shortcut and claiming that we went through. So we've got to make a stop along this loop somewhere to get our gas receipt with our timestamp, and then we can push on from there. All right. I believe that was our 4th stop down. We're getting ready to go try to have some lunch. My man Shadow says there's a Mexican establishment close by. So we're gonna go try that out and get back on it. I can't say enough about this Goldwing, man. It's just doing me right. It's doing me right. Yeah, so this is officially my longest trip ever. Once I complete this ride, I rode out to Fort Davis before, which you guys didn't get to see because of my audio issues. But who knows, maybe I'll throw some footage up in the future with a little narration, like my man Memphis Mike is so great at doing. But that was my longest one-way trip. I think it's about 400 miles, so it was like a 6 to 7 hour day. and then of course the ride back as well. But this will be twice as long as that or more. So we're hoping to come in under 20 hours. I'd like to get home by 11 p.m. tonight. So we'll see how it goes. We have a great pace going. We're getting averaging about 65 miles each hour so far. Because we literally hit 390 miles right at 6 hours on the clock. So I'm using the Rever app to keep track of all that. So it's pretty accurate. So we're making good pace, really good pace. All right. So we are leaving Montelongos. Being that I'm on such a strict diet, plant-based diet, I should say, I had the chalupas, refried beans, lettuce, tomato, and salsa. Kept it simple. But my buddies had some pretty good looking food there. And we are back on the road. Me and the fellas are talking, and we're talking about the possibility of doing the Bun Burner 1500 and just continuing by adding 500 miles to this ride. Once we all get home, rest up, and see how we feel. We may end up going for the Bun Burner 1500. So, y'all pray for us. Pray for our buns. Folks, we are crossing into New Mexico. Welcome to New Mexico, land of enchantment. Awesome. We just surpassed 500 miles, about 20 miles back. We are halfway, more than half the way to 1,000 miles for the Iron Butt Association Saddlesore 1000 challenge. Me and my man ShadowDPS and our buddy Dave, we out here, Tres Amigos in Nuevo Mexico. Simón. We are in Hobbs, New Mexico. Pretty cool sign there. Don't want to get caught speeding in New Mexico. I'll tell you one thing about this Goldwing, the cruise control, it sure does take a second to kick in, doesn't it? Kind of reminds me of an old pickup truck with the cruise control. You gotta hold it there for about 5 to 10 seconds to let it engage. Sure does wreck my nerves. Well, I guess this is gonna be our pit stop. Boy, I tell you, gas sure is expensive here. Good thing we're on motorcycles and not in a car. $2.69 a gallon, man. I just paid $2.29 over there in Lubbock. Big difference. Well, we had to stop here at Uncle's gas station here in I don't know where, Texas. One of our buddies was having an issue with his fuel gauge on his FJR. He's got a Gen 1, and apparently there was an issue with cooling, I guess in the fuel system, I'm not sure, but his gas was boiling in his gas tank right now, just now. So I think he looked it up on the forums, and they said that he needs to put fuel more often. But he was joking that he didn't see anything on there that said FJR exploding, so he's not so worried anymore. But we were like, you need to back up, dude. Stay behind us. We don't want you to explode in front of us. But no, seriously, we've never seen anything like that with the fuel boiling in the gas tank. That's pretty crazy. And he was concerned, of course, you know, and on top of that, because of the fuel efficiency, you know, he's wondering if, of course, if it's burning off more fuel because of that, which I would assume it is. So he filled up at the last stop. Before this stop, and for some reason he's already below half, so we had to stop again for him to fill back up. So that bike's just hot right now for whatever reason. I mean, we have put on over 600 miles today, but I wouldn't think that'd be an issue, but it seems like it is for the Gen 1. Anyhow, next stop, Fort Stockton. We are out here close by Fort Davis and Balmorea. Sounds like diarrhea. We are pulling into Sanderson, Texas. Junction to Highway 90, headed east on to Del Rio. Probably gonna stop here. Yeah, good idea, buddy, good idea. Probably gonna stop here and stripe some gas up. I don't think there's another gas station. Well, there is another gas station, but it's tiny and it might be closed. So we're gonna gas up here and not chance it getting stranded out in the middle of nowhere. We are leaving Sanderson, headed on to Del Rio. Should take us 2 hours, roughly 121 miles. I'm leading the way on this stretch. Man, we stopped at the Stripes convenience store. I grabbed me 2 of those bean burritos out of the warmer and scarfed those down, man. That was dinner. Threw some salsa verde on top. That was it. Dinner time. Back on the road. So we just made it into Del Rio. Made a pit stop, gassed up really quick. We got about 2.5 hours to go. Should be home by midnight. Feeling good, man. Ready for that butt burner 1500. For the 1000, it's getting its butt kicked right now. Just leaving Uvalde on our way into San Antonio. We should hit the 1,000-mile mark somewhere in between. We need about 15 miles to go. So definitely feeling stoked. We're getting it done. It's as good as done. Iron Butt Association Saddlesore 1000 is in the books. We started at 4:30 a.m. We are finishing up. It will be about 11:30. So we did it in under 20 hours. Shout out to my man ShadowDPS for the awesome route. Took us all the way up to Lubbock, Texas, and back down and out to New Mexico to, I forget what the name of that place was, in New Mexico. But then we got back into Texas and did what we had to do, man. Awesome route.